Well, my name is Paul Berry. I'm from Calvary Chapel, Santa Maria, and I just wanted to tell you how amazing it has been to be involved with the nationwide movement called Saturate USA, and more specifically, Saturate Santa Maria. My son and I heard about a evangelical tool of having DVDs of the Jesus film, a Four Spiritual Laws, and a doorknob hanging bag given to churches that wanted to be involved to saturate, to put on every doorknob of every deliverable address in the zip codes around you. So in the process, in getting ready for this evangelical campaign, with this palette of DVDs and bags and Four Spiritual Laws, we assembled a team of over 200 adults and children that came in on a Saturday, and we assembled over 20,000 bags, DVDs, and Four Spiritual Laws with our materials from this church in the bags, and then just prayed over every single DVD, prayed over every single Four Spiritual Laws.
But I know you just are looking down with great love and joy over all these people, and that's our joy. The joy of the Lord is our joy, Father God. We look forward to going forth into our city, Father, crossing over the Jordan.
The position that I held in the process was coordinating the efforts and helping others to find their way to give back. And in the process, it changed my walk with God because I was able to focus my attention on something that was for the greater good.
And then we set aside several Saturdays where we would meet again here in our church. We would pray over these materials, and then we'd say, go and get into these communities, into these neighborhoods. Pray. In Jesus' name, mighty God, go forth in the power of the Holy Spirit. And if someone encounters you and says, hey, what are you doing? What you're saying is, we are here gifting a set of movies on the life of Jesus.
An opportunity like that rarely comes around where you can play a part in seeing people come to Christ and talking to people on the streets and talking to pastors and talking to families and children about Jesus.
We have seen families come into our church that have said, we have never been contacted by a Christian church in this community previously. One husband said to his wife, and shared this with me this past Sunday, honey, this is the first time since we've lived here, we're going to go find that church and we're going to be members in that church. And they came last Sunday so excited about being a part of a church that understood that we are shod with the gospel of peace, that we have been told to go ye therefore, preaching, teaching, and making disciples.
I had got up in the morning and just prayed and just cried out to God and had asked God to, reveal to me where He wanted me to be, because I wasn't in church. I haven't been in church for a couple of months, maybe almost a year. And around noon or so, Calvary Chapel was passing out pamphlets in my apartment complex and had put one on the door for me. And I went and read it and just felt totally moved by the Holy Spirit. And showed up to church the next day, and I just knew that this is where the Lord had revealed to me to be.
I believe the only thing that's going to turn this state around is revival. And I think the only thing that really, the best evangelical tool I have seen since the early 70s is this now, Saturate USA. Lord bless you. I pray, look with your heart on this process and on this tool, and open your heart to be used by it as well. I think when a church gets these materials and they tell their church about the wonderful opportunity, I think their body, no matter what size it is going to get super pumped to go out and to have an evangelical tool in which they don't have to argue with somebody. They don't have to debate. It's not about convincing people necessarily with what you know, but let the Holy Spirit take these tools into the hearts of the people that receive them. Of course, the first thing the pastors always ask me is, what's this going to cost? And the glad news is this, that there are very wealthy Christians who have paid every penny for this to happen. No charge to the pastors, to the churches whatsoever.
It's been a dramatic impact in the community. I still hear from people all the time, oh my gosh, you guys did that thing and we're so excited, and now we go to church and we haven't been to church in years. So it was a blessing.
And I want to extend also an invitation. If you're watching this and you have a church or you have a ministry and you're interested in being a part of this, I would strongly encourage you, look up saturateusa.org and get into it. Ask how you can be involved. Pastor Chuck Smith at Calvary Chapel used to say, do your best, commit the rest. And that's all we're asking. Do your best and then let the Holy Spirit take over and commit it to Him. Would you pray for Saturate California 2020? Would you pray for Saturate USA? Perhaps finished by the end of 2021. Oh, Jesus, we're praying that you come, but oh, Jesus, we're praying also your Holy Spirit would be poured out to touch these communities with the joy of Jesus Christ. That's our heart.